Hey, hey, if you're watching this, I know you missed me. It's been ages since I recorded a YouTube video. Hey, life has thrown some heavy curveballs at us recently. I lost my lovely mom and I gained an angel in heaven. So, yeah, that's been what I've been doing, or I've been dealing with rather. But I know I could just hear her voice saying, "Come on, Linda, record some more videos. Come on, come on." Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. It's been 7 months since we relocated to Canada. And I haven't given you an update, but hey, summer was great. Aside the fact that my mom went to be with the Lord, summer was great. So I've started this new series, and it will just be about talking about the pros and cons as a doctor moving from the UK to Canada. What do you like? What don't you like? And what would you recommend? Because hey, it's been it's been a lot the last few weeks, and I've just been reading and smiling. So I've also met a few of my colleagues as well and friends, and I've just asked them, "Oh, send me a video. I want to know your thoughts. How has things been for you?" So maybe I'll start off first. So this video is dedicated to my mom, and yeah, I'll do it because it's the first one. So, what are my pros of working in Canada as a physician from the previously working under the NHS, and I've moved here? Number one is the autonomy for me. I cannot overemphasize that I have better autonomy to my practice here. For example, my mom was, I needed to fly back to the UK because of my mom, and I just messaged the manager and she sorted it out. And it just meant that she had to get the admin staff to cancel my clinics, call my patients, and sort it all out. I didn't have to worry about it at all. And I just had to do what I had to do in the UK and got back, and even for the funeral as well. So it was really one thing off my chest. There is no bureaucracy in trying to get time off, so the autonomy to my practice was really amazing. Another one is about being really active. I don't know, it has to be the air in Canada or something, but there is something about wanting to go out there and do things. I've always thought about riding a bike in the UK, but I always have this fear of riding a bike on the motorway, or riding a bike where cars pass, and that just stopped me from getting a bike. But now in the UK, in Canada, there are lots of places, lots of parks, lots of trail, and I just go riding, and it's fun. It feels like I'm living my childhood life all over again, and doing it with my kids is amazing. Another one I would like to add is the laid back life here. It's good and bad, but I'm loving it. I'm not complaining. There's a laid back nature here, which I really like. Yeah, it can go both ways, but hey ho. Another one is the appreciation that you get from doing a job and doing it well. It's really rewarding, and yeah. If I start with the con for me, you all know me. The first one is the cost of living. Oh my God. Oh, it's expensive. It's expensive. Petrol or gas is cheaper-ish. But I don't know what else. Maybe my nails. Grocery is expensive. I don't know. It's expensive. Yes, you don't pay MOT for your car. You don't pay this. But then you have winter tires to change. You have your car maintenance. So things here and there adds up. The cost of living is expensive. But you get paid for the job that you do, and you would afford it. Another one I would like to add as part of the con, it's not a con, but it's just to think about permanent residency. So if you're still back in the UK, start thinking about what pathway for permanent residency do you want to embark on. But you have to have a plan for permanent residency, because without permanent residency, it limits you in some sort of way. So it's just to really think about that. And lastly, what will I recommend? I think if you know your why, you should be okay. If you know your why, reason why do you want to come to Canada, what do you want to change? It's not all about money. So I guess once you figured out your why, I think you should be okay. Yes, relocation has its own challenges, but once you know your why, you should be fine. So for us, 7 months-ish in, I think we're okay. We know that we are not going back. We've embraced our new life here in Canada, and we're looking forward to what the future holds for us. And I think that's it for me. I will be passing on the mic to my lovely friends who have agreed to share their experience of what life is like moving from the UK to Canada and working here as a physician. So stay tuned. Hi, Sheila. Right. First question. How long have you been in Canada, and where did you move from?
I've been forced to do this, but I have to. So, I've been in Canada last year. Came in 3rd of July 2024. And how long have I been here? So, it's been a year and 2 or 3 months. Yeah.
Okay, and where did you move from?
From England.
Good.
So precisely Somerset.
Somerset. All right, fine. So you're going to list 3 things that you like about working in Canada as a doctor. Go.
Okay, first thing is I love the weather. Yeah, not the winter but the summer is great. It's wonderful. It reminds me of my great country, Nigeria. Secondly, the autonomy of working without fear, working with authority that you can do whatever. You cannot do whatever you want, but you can practice as a doctor. I can see a patient that needs a CT scan and I can request for that. I can go as far and wide as I want practicing medicine, which I couldn't do in England. And the third one is, the outdoors. Oh my gosh, really great. Oh, there's so much trails, so much outdoors. You can literally live your whole life in Canada outdoor without wanting to go in. And if I can add the fourth one, the space. The houses are big, the cars are big. Man, the list is long.
Good. Now, 3 things you do not like about Canada, moving from the UK.
There's another thing to think about. So I still agree that I think Canada is a wild, wild west. You have to be able to trust people. A lot of people that can scam you, that are not reliable. So that would be my main one. Secondly, it's winter. Winter can be really cold and can be long. So if I don't get into something like skiing, it's going to be really boring. And then thirdly, I don't think there's a third.
Okay, fine. What would you recommend for doctors thinking of moving from the UK to Canada? What would you say?
I would say number 1, which is the main thing. Ask yourself, why are you moving? Don't be the bandwagon thing, no. Just, if it's what you like, you know that everything you've heard about in Canada is what you want, then move. But if you're doing well in England, you're happy, you've got a great community and everything you want, you're working out, just stay there, you understand? I agree that yes, you get paid more in Canada, but you spend more. It's an expensive place, you understand? Even though you get more quality though. And secondly, I just take the MQE one. It's not that difficult, especially if you've done AKT. It's not that difficult, but you know with things changing, it's better to have that sword so that you favor everywhere. Wherever you go, there's no inhibition. And then, what's the last one? That's it, really.
That's
ask questions.
Ask questions.
Ask questions. People that will tell you the truth, not people that will make it paint it white and it's actually grey.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sheila.
So I've moved from London, UK, and I've been in Canada for 2 months. three things I like about work. There's a lot more autonomy about work, a lot more flexibility about your work schedule. You do earn more, and the weather so far has been brilliant, so that's 4 things. Dislikes, it is a bit more expensive. There's also less connected healthcare system, so that can be a challenge both for professionals and the patients. And I think that's it. Would I recommend it? I think there's pros and cons, and everybody needs to consider what their why is and why they want to move. You need to know that you won't earn all the money you think you might earn. You've got to trade either time for money, family, do you want to work urban or rural? There's loads of things to consider, so really figure out what works for you. Overall, it's been a very positive experience for myself. I've really enjoyed it so far, and I think I would recommend it, but that's because it gives me greater work-life balance.
Hi everyone, it's Sam here, aka Cinebabs. The question as to how long I've been in Canada as a practicing physician. I would say as a returning Canadian, I was here before, moved to the UK for my training and board certification. I'm back in Canada, so I'm back here about nearly 2 years ago now. So what do I love about working here in Canada as compared to the UK or Nigeria? I think top on the list for me is the autonomy and the flexibility that comes with your practice here. What that means is that I own my practice and I decide when, where and how I want to work. I can wake up in a day and decide, oh, I'm not feeling too great today, cancel my schedule without necessarily worry about how much I am losing for that day. So I think, and that kind of fit perfectly into my family dynamic as well. So I think that topped the list for me, that flexibility and the autonomy that comes with working here as a physician. Of course, I also like the fact that the process of appraisal leading to revalidation here is less cumbersome. It's not anxiety provoking like you may experience elsewhere. So with your subscription to UpToDate or whatever resources you're using, you can easily get up your 50 CPD points in a year, and you'll be good for that year. So I think it's a plus here. And of course, did I mention the compensation? The financial compensation is actually great here compared to UK. In terms of my recommendation, I would assume most people listening to this are already part of the UK GP to Canada or Nigerian Canadian physician group on Facebook. So I think those are great resources or peer group area where you can find useful information. I also would recommend to the clinic owner, please don't promise what you cannot deliver to those coming to your clinic. And to anyone planning a move to move to Canada, please do not take the word of any clinic owner for it. Make an inquiry, do your research for people who are already working in that clinic, whether what they promise is true or not. I also want to strongly recommend for clinic owner to provide period of mentorship to their new recruits. Some clinic owner just recruits you, they dump you, and they leave you to swim through and survive. I think mentorship is a great idea for clinic owner, at least 3 to 6 months to get someone stabilized in the new location. I think that's all I have for you guys. Bye.
And I just want to say thank you so much to my amazing friends who agreed to share their experiences. We might be doing some more of this video if I can catch my friends or my colleagues when they're not billing. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.